Hello, Personal Finance. It's Mrs. Johnson. Again, sorry I'm not there again today. I will see you next week. Um, Today we talk about two topics. The first one is from lesson 1.3, and it's about your time card. Some of you that have jobs already are used to this. You stamp your time card, you put it in a machine or something like that when you walk into the job, and you do the same thing when you walk out. Um, the thing that you usually don't have to do is calculate how much time actually happened there. We're going to practice that though. So maybe you have a job where it doesn't have an electronic time machine. You have to record your time yourself, write it down, or something like that. Doesn't happen very often anymore, but it might. But even if you're stamping in on an electronic time machine, stamping in, stamping out, you should still be able to calculate your own time on your time card because machines do make mistakes. Sometimes it might be that the machine is needing repair and is unavailable to use or something like that. You're going to have to record your time on your own. And so you should at least know how to do this. Make sure the machine has calculated it correctly. If you ever have to do it by hand, make sure you know how to do it correctly. Now you might say, well, that's not a big thing. What I've done here on the screen is I have recreated the time card that is in your book on page 104. This is what your assignment is going to come from, or the first part of your assignment. And so I'm going to talk you through the first couple of problems here and just show you how you calculate the total time. So this column is what we're going to fill in, the total time that you spent working this week. And so this particular person, this is Edwin, and they talk about Edwin? Eddie Irwin. Sorry, Eddie Irwin. Talk about him in the next few problems. So it's important to know that all the questions about Eddie Irwin are coming from this particular time card. And so I can see that on Monday, here's the date, he punched in at 8:15 in the morning and then punched out at noon. And so obviously must have gone out for lunch or something like that, came back and punched back in at 12:30 and then punched out for the day at 4:30. And the question is, how much total time did he work? And so there's some time he had off in here. So he worked this much time in the morning and this much in the afternoon, and then, what's the total for the day? So one of the easiest ways and I shouldn't say easiest ways, there are several ways to do this. One way is to say, okay, if you started at 8:15, I'm going to count, and I can count out on my fingers. You can do whatever you want. But he went from 8:15 to 9:15 is 1 hour. 9:15 to 10:15, now we're at 2 hours. Up to 11:15 is 3 hours. Up to 12:15 would be 4 hours, but he left before that. So I can go to 11:15. I was at 3 hours. And now how many minutes does it take to get to noon? Well, at 11:15 up till noon should be 45 minutes. So in the morning, and I'm going to put it off to the side here. In the morning, he had 3 hours and 45 minutes. And we'll deal with that in a moment. Okay, now let's look at the afternoon. So 12:30 punched out at 4:30. Okay, well, this is a little easier. 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. That's 4 more hours. So we're going to add 4 hours. All right. And then the spreadsheet doesn't like an equal sign. They think of an equal sign as you're going to enter a formula. So I can't really put the equal sign in here, but we can still add it. You're going to add like units. So 3 hours plus 4 hours, that's 7 hours. 45 minutes plus 0 additional minutes, so is 45 minutes. So 7 hours. Here we go. 7 hours. And I can either put 45 minutes, but chances are most of the time your minutes become either a fraction or decimal of an hour. So 45 minutes is what fraction of an hour? Think about that for a minute. Okay, should be 3/4 of an hour, right? 45 minutes. I can cut my clock into 15-minute quarters. And so 15 minutes would be 1/4, half an hour would be 1/2, 30 minutes would be 1/2. 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour. So I can change this and make 7 and then 3/4 hours. All right. And probably that's how you want to do it in fraction form. Okay. So let's go to Tuesday, starting at 8:30, punching out at 12:30 in the morning. Well, again, I can just count that out. 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. There's 4 hours there. And then we're going to add the afternoon hours. So 1:10 to 5:10. Oh, well, that's nice. Again, 10 to 10. So 1:10, 2:10, 3:10, 4:10, 5:10. That's another 4 hours. Okay, that one was easy. Whoops. Go back. Get it in the right cell, the right spot. Oh, come on. There we go. 4 hours. And so we have a total of 8 hours. All right, so that goes here. 8 hours. Ooh, didn't put it in there. Important to move my cursor. There we go. 8 hours. Okay. And so that isn't too bad. Here's one that's a little trickier. 8:35 a.m. All right. Punching out at 12:59 p.m. All right. Okay. So, 12:59, we're almost at 1 o'clock. And so we think about that. 8:35, not 8:30, 8:35 is also just a little bit trickier, but let's do this. Let's go from 8:35 up till noon, and I often do that. 8:35. So 9:35, 10:35, 11:35, 12:35, and then how many extra minutes? So 12:35. That was 4 hours. I know the 4 hours here. I counted that out. Okay, but now keep in mind, I'm at 35 and I have to go to 59. 35 to get to 59. I can either do some subtraction there, or I can 35. So let's go 45, 55. There's 20. And then up to 59 is 4 more. So 24 minutes. 4 hours, 24. Ooh, wrong cell. Sorry. This was 12:59 p.m. here. I wanted to be over here. 4 hours, 24 minutes, right? 4 hours, 24 minutes. Okay, and we're going to add on to that. And now for the afternoon. Don't do that. Okay. Again, it's thinking that I want to put a formula in here. 4 hours, 24 minutes, plus sign. Okay. And so let's see, in the afternoon on Wednesday, 1:30 till 5. So 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, and then 30 minutes more. So that's 3.5 hours. 3 hours, 30 minutes. Okay, now when we did problem number 1, I said I add my hours together and then I add my minutes together. So 4 plus 3, that's 7 hours. 24 plus 30 is 54 minutes. 7 hours. But I said I wanted this in fraction form, right? So 54 out of how many total minutes in an hour? 60. Okay, so 54 divided by 60. Well, it's not a nice, neat type of fraction, Most employers, unless they have an electronic computerized time machine that's going to calculate all this for them, most employees will or employers will round to the nearest quarter hour. So again, that 45-minute or that 15, 30, or 45-minute mark. So when I look back here, what we did, we have from 8:35 to 12:59. Probably your employer is going to think of this, I'm going to do it down here, as 8:30. So instead of 8:35, I'm going to actually move over here and put the day in here. So this is the Wednesday, and I'm just kind of replacing Wednesday and saying this is how most employers are going to look at it. Even though you didn't plug in till or log in till 8:35, they're probably going to think of it as 8:30. You're closer to 8:30 than you are 8:45. And then the checkout time, even though you checked out a minute early at 12:59, they're still going to think of it as 1 o'clock. And now they're going to calculate from here. So let's see, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. That's 4 hours, and then 30 more minutes. So 4 hours instead of 4 hours 24 that I had, they're actually going to figure and pay you for 4 hours 30 minutes. And now for the afternoon, let's see. We went from 1:30 till 5. So again, that was 3 hours and 30 minutes. So now I've got 4 plus 3 is 7. 30 plus 30 is 60. That's 1 whole hour. So 7 hours plus 1 more whole hour, that's a total of 8 hours. All right, so you were a little bit shy of that. You didn't actually work a total of 8 hours, but you know what? There's going to be other days that you're just a few minutes over, and it's going to round it down. So in the long run, this is probably going to come out just fine. We're talking about a matter of minutes, one way or the other, that your employer either overpays or underpays you. And basically, it all kind of averages out. So we're fine. So let's do the same thing here for Friday. Because I see starting at 8:25. Well, I'll probably, the computer or the time machine probably isn't going to like that too much. And so for this Friday, it's going to take that 8:25. And again, it's probably going to round you to 8:30. So up here, it kind of cheated us out of 5 minutes. Only started us at 8:30 when we didn't it gave us a bonus of 5 minutes. Started us counting us at 8:30 when we didn't arrive till 8:35. Here, we actually punched in 5 minutes early, but it's not going to count our time until 8:30. So like I said, it tends to kind of all come out even after a while. Some days you might be just a few minutes late. Some days you're going to be a few minutes early. On average, it's going to be just fine. Checkout time 1:15. 15 is a quarter hour, so that's probably fine. 1:15. And so let's see, how many hours would that be? 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. That's 4. And then to go from 12:30 to 1:15, if you think about it, that's another. Oh, Thursday I didn't do. This is Friday. That is another 4 hours, 45 minutes. All right. And then in the afternoon, we did from 1:50 to 5:30. So if I go 1:50, 2:50, 3:50, 4:50, and I got to stop there, that's only 3 hours, and then go from 50 to 30, that's 40 minutes. All right, well, let's see. This 1:50, you're 10 minutes away from 2 o'clock. You're only 5 minutes away from 1:45. So actually, we're probably going to start counting at 1:45. 1:45. So 2:45, 3:45, 4:45, that's 3 hours. And then to get to 5:30, that's another 45 minutes. So 4 hours, 45 minutes in the afternoon. Oh, 3 hours, sorry, plus. 3 hours, 45 minutes. All right. And if I add that up, 7 and 3, I'm saying the answer. 4 plus 3 is 7. 45 plus 45 is 90. Ooh, let's see. What do I know about 90 minutes? That's 1.5 hours. So I was at adding whole hours. I was at 7. Now add 1.5. So 7 plus 1.5 is 8.5 hours. 8.5. Okay, so that's how I get those. And then we're going to add these up, right? Because I need this total hours for the week down here. That's what's really important. That's what your time is going to be calculated from. So let's see again. If I just add the hours first, 7, 8, 7, 8. Well, 7 and 8 is 15. Here's another 15. That's 38. All right, so 38 whole hours. But then I've got this 3/4 and this 1/2. Well, that makes 1 and 1/4. So I was at 38. 1 1/4 makes 40 or 39 and 1/4. So 39 and 1/4 hours. And that's what they're going to calculate your pay on. I'm looking at the answer in the book here, and it got 39.5. Let's see if I... Oh, it took Thursday. Did I do Thursday right? 8:15. Oh, I don't know where I got that from. 8:15 to 12:10. Again, that's going to get rounded to 12:15. So that's 4 hours. And then 12:45 to 4:20. 4:20 is going to go back to 4:15. So let's see. We said 8:15 to 12:15. That's 4. 12:45 to 12:45. 1:45, 2:45, 3:45. That's 3 hours and another half hour. So 7.5 hours here, not 8. Oops, go here. Make this a 7.5. 7.5 hours. And so half an hour off of here. Ooh, 39.25 minus 1/2. Did I do that right? 7.5. Yep. I should probably look at the rest of these. This one, they're saying I didn't do this one right. We did 12:30 to 1 o'clock, or 8:30 to 1 o'clock, 4.5. And then we did 1:30 to 5, 3.5. Ooh, 4.5 and 3.5. I think this should be an 8. They rounded a little different. Maybe did I copy my numbers correctly? 8:35. Oh, Thursday. 8:15, 12:10, 12:45, 4:20. So let's see. This one they're saying the 4 here. Yep, 4 there. And here they're saying 3.5. So 7.5. Got that one right. Somehow I'm off one, and it's this one here. Let's see what I did. Wednesday. I did it down here. 8:35 we counted 8:30. 1 o'clock. So 8:30. 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1 o'clock. That's 4.5. That's here. And then afternoon, Wednesday afternoon. 1:30 to 5. Just make sure I have that copied in there right. 1:30 to 5. So 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 3.5 hours. 3.5. So 7 should be 8 hours. Oh, I don't think so. I think they have a typo. This book also has a lot of typos. One of my other books does too. This should be 8 hours. I mean, it comes out nicely to 8 hours, so it should be 8 hours. Let's see. So now let's count. 15, 15 is 30, 38, and then, oh, maybe I missed this 1/2 here before. 1/2 and 1/2 makes 39, 39 and 3/4, not 39 and 1/4. I missed one of those halves. That's my problem. 3/4. All right, now I like that better. Okay, that looks good. So that's the time card. So again, calculating time. Like I said, there's other methods. Some people like to just start here and say, well, how many minutes does it take to get right till noon? And I'm not even looking that we checked out at noon. I'm saying, let's make it up to the whole hour. So that would be 45 minutes. So now we're at 9, and then I go from 9 to 10, 10, 11, and 12. That's 3 hours and 45 minutes for the morning. We did that over here too. And then 12:30 to get up to, and we call it top of the hour. That'd be 1 o'clock. So that's half an hour. And then we go to 1 to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3 hours. And then another 30 minutes. So there was 30 minutes here and 30 minutes here. I was at 3 hours. So 30 and 30 makes a 4th hour. So 4 whole hours. Sometimes it's easier to just count it out. Oh, 12:30 and 4:30, I can just go 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. Easy peasy, 4 hours. Sometimes you get in these situations like this. If I want to know this exact instead of rounded, well, let's see. 8:35, it's going to take 25 minutes to get to the top of the hour at 9 o'clock. And then I can go 9 till 12. So 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 3 hours, 25 minutes so far, but now I have to add in these extra 59 minutes. So let's see, what we say, 25 plus 59. Let's see, 70, 84, I think, 84 minutes. Well, 84 minutes is longer than 60 minutes. So if I take off the 60 minutes, I make an extra hour in there, right? So 9, 10, 11, 12, that was 3. 3 hours, add the extra hour in, that's 4 hours. And then, what do we say? 24 minutes. 4 hours, 24 minutes. Again, it's doubtful that your employer is going to count 24 minutes. It's too hard to put into a fraction or reduce it. And so they're probably going to round to the quarter hour. Now, if I figured the actual time for 24, 24 is going to round to the 30. All right, it's going to round to the 30. So we're at 4 hours, 30 minutes. Oh, well, that's what I got when I did it the other way too. This one, 1:30, takes 30 minutes to get to the top of the hour. So now we're at 2 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3 hours, 30 minutes. 3 hours, 30 minutes. And then we add them together like we normally would. 8:15, go to the top of the hour, is going to take 45 minutes. So now you're at 9 o'clock, 9, 10, 11, 12, puts us 3 hours and 45 minutes. And then we've got 10 minutes more, 3 hours, 55 minutes. That's going to round to the 4 hours. Should have put that in here. 4 hours. If I do the afternoon part, 12:45, it takes 15 minutes to get to 1 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3 hours, 15 minutes, plus the 20 minutes more. 3:15 plus 20 is 3:35. 35 is going to round to the half hour, the 30 minutes. So 3 hours, 30 minutes, or 3.5 hours. And now we add it together. 4 plus 3, that's 7 hours, 30 minutes, 7.5 hours. And that's what we got going the other way too. So it doesn't make any difference. You can count it out. It is helpful to look at an analog clock and count it out that way. You can count it out on your fingers, whatever way you want to. But either start here and go to 8:25, 9:25, 10:25, and so on, or take this and go to the top of the hour. So it's going to take 35 minutes to get to 9 o'clock. And now from 9 o'clock, go 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. And then add in, you already had 35 minutes here, an extra 15 minutes here. 35 and 15 makes 50. 50 is going to round to the quarter hour. All right, so you do it whatever way works. Okay, so that's the lesson in a nutshell. I'll put the assignment on the next slide, and then let me know when we meet again if you have any problems.